Hello everyone, this is Lata Akula. In this video, we are going to study about the structure of the seed. The seed, how it develops. The seed developed from the ovules. So the ovary consists of one or few ovules, right? These ovules, after fertilization, they develops into the seeds. So after fertilization, the ovules only the developing structures of the seeds. And the seeds, they consist of two main structures such as seed coat and embryo. This embryo, it consists of embryonal axis and one or two cotyledons are present. Some seeds they consist of one cotyledon and some other seeds they consist of two cotyledons. Depending upon the presence of depending upon the number of cotyledons, the seeds are of two types: the dicotyledonous seeds and the monocotyledonous seeds. The dicotyledonous seeds, also called as dicots, they contain two cotyledons, whereas the monocotyledonous seeds, they are also called as monocots, they contain only one cotyledon. If you see the structure of dicotyledonous seed, it contains mainly three parts: seed coat, embryo, and endosperm. But the three parts present in the dicotyledonous seed. The first one is the seed coat. So if you see the seed coat, the seed coat is developed from the integuments after fertilization. The ovule that consists of the outer covering such as integuments, these integuments only they modified into seed coat structures. These seed coats they consist of outer the seed coats consist of outer layer of testa and inner layer of teguments. Tegumen. Inner layer of tegumen. What are the two layers present in the seed coat again? Outer layer of testa and inner tegumen are the two layers present. And on the seed coat, there is a scar-like structure is seen, which is called as a hilum. So this scar is called as a hilum. By means of this hilum only, the seeds will attach to the fruit. The developing seed will attach to the fruit by means of a structure called as hilum. And above this hilum, microphyll is present. What is present? Above the hilum, microphyll is present. Above the phylum, the pore is present, which is called as a microphyll. We have all we know the what is a microphyll. During the fertilization, through the microphyll and only the pollen tube will enter and fertilization occurs, right? Here by means of this microphyll only, the pollen tube will enter into the ovule. The entry of the pollen tube takes place by means of that pore only. And another part is the embryo. To say the embryo, it is an important part of the seed present inside the seed. If you open the seed, it is present inside. This embryo consists of embryonal axis. What it consists of? Embryonal axis is present and it consists of two cotyledons, right? These cotyledons sometimes they may be fleshy and store the food material also. And this embryonal axis they consist of two ends. The one end is called as plumule and another end is called as radicle. So what are the two ends present in this embryonal axis? One end is the plumule and another end is the radicle. Here, this plumule that develops in future after germination of the seed, the plumule develop into the stem and the radicle develop into root. So this is about embryo. And next part is the endosperm. If you see the endosperm, this endosperm developed as a result of double fertilization. Double fertilization is the characteristic feature of angiosperms. How the double fertilization occurs? So during the fertilization process, the pollen tube carry two male gametes, right? One male gamete fuses with the egg nucleus and resulting the zygote is formed, and another male gamete will fuses with another male gamete that fuses with the secondary nucleus, right? So resulting a triploid primary endosperm nucleus is formed, right? That primary endosperm nucleus will develop into the endosperm. So during the fertilization, I explained in the plant kingdom lesson the general properties of angiosperm. I explained this process, how the double fertilization occurs. Two male gametes will be carried by the pollen tube. In that, one male gamete fuses with the egg nucleus and fertilization occurs, and another second male gamete that fuses with the secondary nucleus. 3 plus 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, right? So then final resulting one is the tertiary primary endonucleus will be formed, and this primary endosperm nucleus later develops into the endosperm. This endosperm store the reserve food material. What is its function? It stores the reserve food material. In some seeds such as castor, oil seeds such as castor, this endosperm that store the food material, and the seeds which store the which is having this endosperm, they are called as endospermic seeds. They are called as endospermic seeds, and some seeds such as gram, pea. So in these seeds, the endosperm is absent in the mature seeds. Those seeds are called as non-endospermic seeds. Non-endospermic seeds. Like this, the seeds they consist of endosperm. This is about the properties of the structure of dicotyledonous. So see, we see the structure of dicotyledonous seeds. What are the three main parts? Seed coat, embryo, and endosperm were present. The seed coats, it consists of seed coat is nothing but in the modified structure of the integuments. Consists of outer testa and inner tegument, and this consists of a scar present which is called as hilum. By means of this hilum only it will attach it to the fruit, and above this there is a microphyll pore is present. And next one is the embryo consists of embryonal axis, and this embryonal axis consists of two ends. One end consists of plumule and another one end consists of radicle. This plumule later develops into the stem and the radicle develops into the root, and endosperm this endosperm developed as a result of the double fertilization. So this endosperm it stores the food material. In the seeds which consists of this endosperm, they are called as endospermic seeds. Example is the castor. And the seeds which do not have this endosperm, they are called as non-endospermic seeds. Example gram, pea, etc. And next we will see about the monocotyledonous seed. In this video, we are going to study about monocot seed. We see the monocot seed, like monocot's examples are the cereals, right? In the cereals, the maize, if you take the maize, the seed coat of this maize, it is highly membranous in structure. Here, the seed coat and fruit wall both are fused. The outer covering, it consists of the seed coat, right? The seed coat is fused with the fruit wall. And if you see this, below this covering structure, there are two structures are present. One is the endosperm and second one is the embryo. Endosperm and embryo are present. Endosperm, it is the bulky structure in the seed which stores the food material. And if you see that monocotyledonous seeds are the endospermic, most of the monocotyledons are the endospermic which store the food material. But some plants such as orchids, they are non-endospermic. Most of them are endospermic only. Orchids are the non-endospermic in monocotyledons. And below this endosperm, embryo is present. This is the small structure. Embryo is a small structure. It is present in a groove. It is present in a groove, and it consists of one large shield of cotyledon which is called as scutellum. This is the large shield of cotyledon which is called as scutellum, and at the short axis there is a plumule and radicle were present. This radicle is surrounded by a sheath of coleoptile, and again this plumule is surrounded by sheath called as coleoptile, and this radicle is surrounded by a sheath of coleorhiza. This is about the structure of seed. Once again, we will revise this. So, what is the structure of a monocot seed? So most of the cereals are the monocots, which are membranous. The outer covering consists of seed coat, which is fused along with the fruit pod, and below this covering there is a foot is present, and there is endosperm is present, and this endosperm, it is a bulky structure which stores this excess food material. And one more thing I forgot to tell you, this endosperm is covered by a protein layer called as hyaluron layer. What is this? What is a protein coat present around the endosperm? That is, hyaluron layer is present around the endosperm, and below this endosperm, what is present? Embryo is present. Here, this endosperm, most of the monocotyledons, they are endospermic only. Only few members such as orchis, they are not endospermic. And below this endosperm, what is present? Embryo is present, which is a small in structure, present in a group. It is present in a group, and it consists of one large shield of cotyledon called as scutellum, and in the axis there is a plumule and a radicle was present. The plumule is surrounded by a sheath of coleoptile, and the radicle is surrounded by coleorhiza. This is about the structure of monocot seed. So with this we have completed the seed structure. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, Lata Akula Biology Tutorial. Thank you.